Alrighty, thank you very much. Yes, here we go.
Okay, just for this, let's
Lotus.
see. Let's check out the pistols. 2-0 at the moment for pistols.
Geared up here for a DRX win.
G might need both again.
Things got very, very close. They're on Ascent. Now we move forward here into Lotus. Global able to watch
Got
DRX
Miracoms,
play this in the
Fnatic.
opening series. No changes to be made. Same composition here from DRX. Global looking to match.
Yeah, Global just taking on that, you know, if it becomes a meta comp, it's probably for a reason. It's gonna be a fast push out.
Oh, this is a nice pistol on this one as well. Kevin, Nade, and then
through B.
and have the Fade Eye with a combo of an Omen Flash.
Back and wondering where the hell
So it's like two combos in the space of it. You got Fade Tether with Raised Nade, Omen Flash, and Fade Eye.
First pistol of this series.
Really cool.
Yeah, they were playing pretty active once again last time on the Lotus. Doing so same again, right from the pistol for DRX. Now, the thing about the Fade, obviously they talked about it briefly on the desk. You know, not only does it help with a little bit of the util, you know, synergy on things like Rebel or even Mount, as we just saw with this, but it's a lot of the fact that also the flashes aren't as big as they are on other maps, right? There's just so many nooks and crannies where you can play.
Yeah, in terms of the pistols, 1-2 now.
Things like that.
1-0 for this.
So you'd rather have the extra prowlers, the extra drone, basically, to help clear things out.
Someone did this pistol already. Yeah, it's becoming quite a common pistol. The pinch, defense pinch. Isn't it like this might be the fourth team to run it?
Poison Orb to try and dissuade.
This might be the best use of the combos we've seen. We've seen different variations of it.
Some classic shots there outside
I think most people want to watch it have a Prowler here, so the Fade is never ready to do the double combo with the
tool around with some
Omen and the Raise.
Yeah, just gonna constantly.
Oh, well, Mako able to find Russ. Spike now spotted outside of the door. Re-peek in. Fast does collect this, but looks like again, still gonna start working their way forward in towards the C site, but the Poison Orb comes back up from Mako. Snakebite to try and delay.
As he just lost control of A as well, right? So there's just nowhere really for G to go. Sure, it's an eco. You're not really meant to win it, but you do want to do some damage, even if it's all classics.
He's playing a very aggressive position. 30 seconds and I must have caught a brief little glance, or is just playing off that timing on the wall.
Pretty committed.
Buzz now tucked in behind the box. Spots two, catches one. Comes back up.
Wall is a bit of safety though. The gun down, the potentially they can pick up. Damn, nicely done. Yeah, there's a gun each. Actually, that's a lie. Stacks of the pistol.
Decent damage dealt now here by GE as they look to hold for this plan, but looking drawn off of it.
Close.
Might have just missed the timing to be able to close
Gonna matter.
this one out. Instead, we'll look
Still
to try
though,
to deal damage.
pretty good damage, yeah.
Fall, but that being said, the damage again, not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, they picked up the Vandal. In some worlds, obviously, taking the Vandal over to the next round also wouldn't have been bad, but they had the opportunity to try to go for the plant. They took it. A little bit extra damage. Drop a Bulldog, drop a Spectre. It's not too shabby. But Bane, it's plays like that we saw even in their match against Team Secret. Just a little bit more heads up, a little bit more process elimination. Bane also seems to kind of be the vibes guy as well for DRX, even there, you know, just telling everyone it's fine.
Yeah, that's very true, Matix. Most teams are getting used to playing against it.
You love to see it. I mean,
so is Elsis.
Exactly. I mean, I'm getting similar vibes. So just because Buzz also posted after their win against Team Secret that, you know, they were just all smiles and laughs.
Goes in nice and early,
to
so they can, in theory, break some of the break some of this util. Okay, yeah, and I guess the wall wasn't up because they went to just take a duel over towards A and they completely take him down. Mako gets that fast kill as well.
Will be able to take him down. Another bit of that investment here left on the floor inside of Global. And it's Foxy. Thought he was just going to stay planted in that corner. He's like, I will replace my turret.
How might pick him so far?
Well,
I'm not sure. Probably like at around in between 70 to 60%. There's been a few upsets that I didn't think would happen.
Couldn't be more perfect for Stacks.
And some of my ball picks didn't pay off.
Alarm bot as well. It's a little out of range for now though, so Stacks just gonna back away as they've decided to double up on C site.
Buzz able to draw some attention over towards Baby Door, finds one on the entry, but they know where Stacks is. Paint Shell keep him at arm's length. Move on, try and check, and yep, does get
kind of got to win this 2v4. Okay.
Oh, Stacks moves right back into that crosshair.
Well, kind of got to win this 1v3.
8 bullets remaining here. In the mag, pushes out.
Okay, nice hand from DRX, and yeah, this is an insane round to win in terms of the econ as well. Bonus, upgrades, getting close to some big ults as well.
Lots of,
Do you think Lotus with no Sentinel is viable? Nope. Yeah, gonna get 2 rounds on defense.
Really being given a chance to showcase how they want to move around the map.
Unless you do the, was it FPX? Unless you do the triple controller. That maybe has some legs. Triple controller and everyone's just one-waying holding stuff, but I think it's probably a one and done.
Without having that space to work with, freely flow back and forth, makes it a lot easier for the defending team to just really figure out where you're going to end up.
Bro, Paper X don't count. They don't. No rule applies to Paper X. Paper X could run like 5 Sentinels, 5 Duelists, and win games.
The showstopper.
For it, nothing spotted. Polby in the meantime able to find Mako, as that's just going to be them rotating their way in towards the B side.
They have no idea.
Yeah, nothing spotted, and lightning pass played and carefully played.
He did great though. Meanwhile,
with 2 kills. Falling.
Foxy 9 got a kill over towards B, right?
Now situated there on B. Orb snatched up. Foxy worry about this push from behind.
Kind of on top of the push.
Set up. Polby now does trigger that one.
Very on top of the push. Now the alarm bot goes in.
Foxy 9 now wary of his own flank, but he doesn't really have much of a choice. He's just got to pick and choose. Now it's going to be up to Stacks to draw a little bit of that attention. It's just enough.
But Foxy somehow gets the entry.
He's so good, man. Nicely done. 2v3 into a 1v2. 30 HP and 30 HP.
60 health between the 2 players. Can he try to get them both?
Damn, Foxy is
Foxy 9.
Very good recently. The past 2 days I've watched him on Sentinel. It's looking perfect.
And that is, again, just a gut punch here for Global Esports.
Absolutely. It's these newer guys on DRX that are really continuing to breathe life into them. Not to say that they were in trouble or anything like that, but they're the ones that are really securing the momentum for this Korean squad. And even here, just patiently waiting. Old Foxy 9 might have tried to ego peek one of these first to try to dwindle the numbers. This time Stacks forces them to jiggle out with the Prowler. Yeah, just saying that's me. Yep. And he's proving it so far here in stage 1.
It has been an insane blow up. I mean, we saw glimmers of it when he first joined
honestly,
the team last year.
It's exciting. The DRX have managed it. Like, they got dealt a bit of a curveball, but
we know that he has an explosive firepower.
Looking really good role-wise.
So inconsistent. And granted, it's only been 2 series so far, but with his seemingly full-time transition into
Prowler goes in towards C. Bit of vision block as well, but the turret is still up. I'm surprised they didn't hear the turret going so close. Could just be land sound.
Foxy 9.
It's very similar, in my opinion, to Meteor as well, right? Someone who felt that.
Sure. Okay. Well, just hold on to this,
Dude, he really did not want to use that Omen flash.
All right, he'll draw the Paranoia.
A good sign.
Which isn't bad.
Didn't want to
just
an
opportunity to try to retake Rebel if
randomly
so
throw it. Just wanted to make sure that they were actually still committing.
Waiting to send this out.
Killjoy ult on defense goes down, and they have to respect this, go all the way back, and then they're going to be back here, and we're going to be, what, 35 seconds? Going to re-hit a site. They know that they're close A.
Forced away.
What do you even call here?
Ever closer to Bane's open, welcoming arms.
All is to force into B.
No time is
with the potential door going to C.
Otherwise, they just have to play for delay.
Needed that kill.
20 seconds. Alarm bot, raise, and fade here.
Stacks now the one who has to try to hold the line here. Sees the blast back
oh, that was nice.
Instantly traded that one out. Finds the kill. Buzz able to get him, but Bane gone. Buzz in a very rocky
That was nice.
spot.
Povey did good to make sure that the crosshair was massively pulled across.
Spare, and now it's all on Foxy and Mako.
That was a very, honestly, you paused that at 30 seconds, I will give him like, what, 15% that they can win the round? They're great.
It's going to be a tough one with only 2 people, though. One of the reasons that it's going to be always so much easier to go for the retake here is just the number of entry points that you have. But now, process of elimination in favor of Global Esports.
Want to try to wait out the smoke, but time is just
dude, I was actually scared for his peak then, to be honest. But he might be able to get both. But yeah, just trying to do a little bit of damage. No one goes their way, and it's a huge win for GE considering it. Ult's online as well for this as well. 3 people alive. Just some 3-buy bombers.
Get themselves on the board. And overall, it's a relatively clean round as well for them. There's Benkai lost there. They don't have to commit too much else to that. They have some crucial ultimates getting ready to come online, including now that lockdown.
Yeah, that'll be huge. Now kind of taking turns against DRX with the ultimates to try to see if they can climb back in. It's not too late just yet. 4-1 score line. Still plenty of room for Global Esports to try to overcome that lead.
Lotus? I think Lotus is pretty open in terms of what you can do.
Hopefully if they can get a couple kills on the way
3 of the Sentinels are legit. Most of the duelists are pretty good.
They're not too far away.
Does feel like Raze is one of the better ones, but I like some of the Neon stuff.
On your own game. Couldn't get rid of the haunt, so giving up Robo Control once again. Now, Blaze King last time he was succeeding in up 2, drawing out the Paranoia, and things like that have to continue if Global Esports want to feel like they have any semblance of control of this map.
Foxy just waiting out the haunt. Drifts forward, gets himself in a...
It looks like we're going to try force back and push back A, right?
Down the ramp around towards Waterside is quick clear on the Prowler, not given the opportunity
so let's
to
keep
really
an eye
check
on
over
this.
towards Switch. But
Ross has 1 Prowler to get out of here. DRX doubles this.
Enough for him to play off of.
And this is the spike. 2-person re-clear of A with the spike.
It's Paranoia through, set up for the hunt reveal, and there it is.
That is not a thing.
Gorgeously done off the back of the Paranoia, and Buzz is able to collect 2. Snake Bite now thrown down. Stacks does get traded out, but Mako quickly equalizes, and now it is just lightning fast, but doesn't have the spike. Granted, yes, he does have his ultimate, but in the 1v4, do you really want to try to commit to it? Well, after getting a kill on the Foxy 9,
no
a bit more willing to do it.
Honestly, they need a round.
2-man stack it. I don't know if it works that way. Either way, Mako going in for the challenge does back off.
2-person stacking there against the wall might work.
If he had gotten that second kill, maybe he tries for it, because I think with 2,
if it's against the wall, it will work.
Well, either way,
he's not even going to go for it.
Against the wall, so we'll see. We'll have to see, but I guess we won't find out.
Yeah, architecture maybe could have worked as a 3rd man in that one, but
yeah, he really needed that kill. But then he might not have got the spike either way.
The rest of the team will just make the call
round for GE, they win 1, they lose 1, but they can't be trying to do that. You can't try re-clear back over towards A when they've been heavy holding it with 2 people, and one of them is the spike.
Global Esports, right? They try to draw out the Paranoia, they succeed, and they're expecting the peak off of it. So you had Blaze King pass.
I get the idea. They didn't want to fully commit the fade,
and unbeknownst to them, it was actually
but it's still like
DRX
too risky.
For the haunt.
Don't leave him hanging.
Oh, Bane.
Don't leave him hanging.
Bane's just grinning out there. He's like, yeah, I'm having a good game. Heck yeah.
Well, the desk was talking about angry Buzz. Maybe we see a little bit more anger in his play after getting the fist bump there from his teammate.
Imagine that's what Buzz says immediately in a timeout. He's like, Termy! Bane just won't fist bump me back.
Now Termy's calling, he's just like, Bane, you need to fist bump your teammates.
It's the first step to becoming a pro Valor player.
Yeah, it's a team game. I'll bench you if you don't do it. Well, Global looking to pump the brakes here and see what they can do to try to get themselves back into this one. Because, I mean, while yes, we do typically see somewhat more success
DRX for the 3rd spot. It's pretty open. I would edge T1 its favorites in terms of 3rd spot at the moment, but I think like DRX, RRQ, Team Secret could upset. But I don't know, DRX were looking way better than I thought they would.
It actually had started trending.
I think the other game was a harder test as well. So.
And the thing is you might, sure, maybe it comes down to a couple of those fights, a couple of those trades.
You lot, man.
If it feels like you're not able to take
you lot are doomed, I'm telling you.
Map,
just can't use edge anymore as a word.
That spells trouble. Sure, it's DRX's pick, and they look pretty solid on it.
Get your heads out the gutter. What is this? Volatrek, thank you for the tier 1, man. Thank you.
But GE, of course, no strangers to the map. Sure, changing their comp to the meta one.
Paranoia at the ready. What's the call here? No showstopper available. Polvi still 4 charges away from that one. Already used one of his blast packs as well to try to clear out some of
First time seeing Damien in T1. It's honestly true in terms of DRX jersey.
Chase forward, seeing if he can
reckon he got forced to. Reckon they were just like, mate, you gotta wear a jersey.
There as Mako. Ramsey's not finding anything with Benkai. Comes away with an elimination. Mako now pulling off the angle. Spots him though. Knows that Povey's gonna be playing close, but his attention being pulled in a couple different directions. Cap now onto the door. The swing out. Bane taking it aggressively. He's able to find that one, but Buzz here inside the site.
Done from Buzz. Nade is perfect as well.
Sits at the paint shells, but can't quite get himself situated on the platform fast enough. Does end up getting taken out. A 1v2.
Oh wow.
The ult's still going to be committed here, but
not too bad. But honestly, the thing that's impressive is this touch of the door and then the insta push all the way around. Omen is here so fast.
All the way to the A
like
site.
so fast.
Can Russ pick and choose to isolate the 1v1s? Tree seems a little too obvious. He's going to go for the heaven fight first.
He's trying to make up his mind. Unavailable, but
yeah, nicely done from Mako. The silent drop here.
Mako dropping down has already spotted him out. That is going to be now 6-1.
So this
GE not enough.
Round was a good example of DRX trying to get ahead of GE, right? Because the biggest problem for GE was they just can't retake that rebel control. So after a little bit of pressure on Mount, things go silent. And they want to make sure that they have no option but to eventually go to C. So instead of giving them the opportunity to set up for something on Rebel, it's an early showstopper to really push them out, force them towards it. There you go,
they were
Bane.
very,
picked up on it.
they're very on top of where this, what was going to
That's
happen in this 1v2.
Now,
Trying to get another buyout again, and I don't want to mention that this is the easiest side of the map, but it is.
This may not be the round 4 though with the paint shells.
And Nade in a decent position gets some damage across there as Buzz swings the corner. He's able to find one. Prowlers chasing now.
Yeah, and that's
swing
lovely.
Buzz
Just the damage of the fade ult, so he just has to do a couple of body shots.
Mows him down. Well, yeah. Bane does get traded out, and it's still such a monstrous advantage here for DRX. Players now completely trapped.
Don't want to mention this, I did. I mean, sometimes you got to do the savage analysis. I'm normally not the guy, but
try to once again maybe just push out in towards A.
I mean,
someone's got a tough job.
Hard
watch, yeah, it is a bit of a hard watch, you're not wrong.
Either way, you're already too far behind.
Sees does miss. Benkai staying safe. Swing on the corner. Benkai will be able to take him down. Use of that Odin, which still could very much come up the works here for DRX. I think get closer to the site. Clear out on the turret now. Yeah, suspecting, okay, we're being pressured from behind. We have to just keep pushing forward. Realistically, how do they make that happen?
30 seconds left.
Just throwing the C's into Baby Door to try to distract him towards the B side, but DRX does not bite. They still hold on to B with Foxy9 there.
Oh, man, out, not able to get that deep enough into stairs. Bounces off the top there. As Stack's just repositioning. Says, you know what, I don't want to get wall banged.
And just saving this gun.
Be the last one remaining. Fortunate for him, given the weapon.
Plus bonus is here, so they can get another. I mean, they can get another okay buy at it. Russ is a little bit wrecked money-wise.
The only silver lining there is Global continue to bleed
Poor
rounds.
Desp, man. Poor Desp.
Well, Bleed's not playing today, but.
About people just throwing apologies in there, but still letting him.
It's looking rough is really the best way to put it, because this time they tried to get aggressive early on into Rubble, and I like that they did it. Even
you literally just arrived, dude, right on time though. It's like you knew, man.
It's just that just because it doesn't work, if you shy away
just
from
in time for your PC to get frozen by too many people at you.
To stay one step ahead of you. And with the stingers, again, Global feels like their hand is forced a little bit.
Oh, the TP? No, didn't hit the TP. It's out of there? Okay, this is one of the first times they get the first duel.
Also, is able to get himself an upgrade. So overall, probably the best start to a round that we've seen for Global. See if he's going to be able to put that to use.
Yeah, but look at DRX immediately, right? The one way to make sure that they maintain a little bit extra time on mound control, they're not going to check for it, but they're just trying to delay. They know the weaponry is still weak for Global, even one rifle upgraded. And the only other thing they still have no information about is going to be the B side.
Colby kind of getting a sense of that there with the jiggle, but
yeah, a little bit unlucky timing with the jump peek.
Him in the end. Prowler to check. The rest of the team now working their way.
Do pass and stack over towards C. Fade's going to be relatively close with a Fade Eye to help once they send it in.
Fast considering the teleport there for a brief little moment. Is Benkai now going to be dropping that lockdown in? It's like King's coming in. Bane.
Oh, he's actually going to get him.
It's it.
Yep, taking some damage there through the corner, but cannot clear it out. Push forward now here onto the site. Mako desperately trying to find a kill before that.
Wasn't looking
lockdown
clean.
comes through, but
Okay,
he cannot. So
good
opens up a
chance
couple
at
players,
it.
but that is
2v4, there's a couple of low
And now-
HPs.
Comes through, and this is completely to just cut off access to Waterfall. Cover this plant at all. Stack lurking forward, finds one.
Still fine, right?
Cannot get the kill there on the Blaze King. Foxy now on
Right.
luck though. Does go in, drops
Ross
the
still
pit.
5 HP.
Noted on the opposite side. Swing through.
Oh,
Tries
no.
to set up for it.
Russ
Finds
so
a headshot, and Russ has 5 HP. Spots him.
Holy
Oh,
hell.
the adjustment.
It's unlucky. He checked him and then went for the jump up.
Narrowly
Oh
coming
my
away with
goodness.
it.
Well, they win a
Gets their
round.
second round victory.
And
by
they need to
just
make
a
sure they get 2
hair.
in a row because,
Absolutely
I mean,
needed round victory for GE
everyone has to
if they
full
want
rebuy
to
him.
have any chance in the second half. It all starts with Lightning Fast being able to take down an early kill, pick up a
yeah,
rifle.
I mean, it was a nice
Sure,
attempt. It was 1v3 from
gets
him, right?
shut down, but they still held down control. So again, that's one of the biggest kind of MOs of Lotus on attack, right? You always want to have an extra backup. It's 3 sites. You should always have at least one more area to go to. And this time, they were able to make that happen.
Attack off here from Colby. Once again, going to be looking to try to work this in for the team. Heading now over towards C. Very forward, aggressive space taken here by Russ. Full mount control here in the hands of Global. They're still very much assessing where they want to go with this. Bane hit some early damage here.
I mean, especially with that kind of weaponry, Mako surely not going to show himself. So GE, they're spending a lot of time, but they've regained control of B main, and they're starting to pressure A rubble. An option to rotate to B site is very available in this round.
Yeah, it just goes back to the angles which they recleared.
Mako to get himself away from
Over
the
towards
paint
B.
shells.
Can they find
Showstopper
the...
now.
Oh my.
Coming through here from Colby, but he's taking so much
Oh,
damage. Spots
it is
Mako.
nice
He's gonna be
popping.
able to find him.
Didn't see the
Several
guy.
lemons, but
Okay,
the
that
rest
was nice,
of the team
honestly.
are coming up with the goods. Stacks and Fox
And
now
over towards B as well, they've got to rotate.
Trying to challenge
And
against
gets
Blaze King,
another
ends up
one.
losing out on the
You
fight.
go, Jordan.
That means that Bane is all on his lonesome in a 1v5.
Back-to-back rounds.
Yeah,
Potential
Bane's done some
7-5 on the
incredible
board.
things before, but a 1v5 ace clutch would be
With a
the
guardian.
absolute best thing in his career. Now, we talked about, Colby perhaps needing a little bit more support, whether it's because of his teammates or whether it's him slowing things down, but this time it's perfect, right? Even though the nanoswarms, etc., keep him at bay, the showstopper gets the kill, and immediately the Shroud step from Lightning Fast to refill the top of the box so that they still have the high-low setup. Things like that.
This is a big
the
round.
tempo
We'd
starting
like to take
come
this gun away
together,
from them.
albeit a couple rounds late for Global Esports.
This is a hell of a hunt that is happening
2-4
here
on
right
top
now.
of this. Gonna have to
Colby does need
eco.
to be careful. If he
And
dies out here, which,
that's
okay, he
good,
won't. I was gonna
man.
say,
Okay,
if he
every
dies
gun
there,
out.
They lose the operator.
All looks likely.
Yeah,
He
that's
I'm
is
not,
a
I'm
good
not saying
first
it's a
shot.
definite and covering
It's gonna be
myself.
flawless for Global to get themselves a 3rd round win.
But the buy can't be good.
a lot of these rounds
Bucky,
all day or all night
Sheriff,
tonight for GE coming from that attacker operator. Yeah, really fast backup from Lightning Fast there to make sure that they hold control of the site.
Oh, a Bucky for Buzz.
Ooh. Oh, well, considers the upgrade, but just wants to make sure that they have enough money in the next rounds.
Let's have a showstopper to go alongside that. That ends up coming into play, but for now he's looking to just get pushed
If
up
they at least get the
right
info, they
outside
take the
of A
turret
main.
away.
I mean, this
Turret
is
of
a
their own
situation
to
where if they
clear and see if
get
anyone
any
reclears C.
type of contact,
Bucky
could
close
lead to an immediate
towards A. And
showstopper
they
for
might.
Buzz.
They kind of geared up
Help
for it at the
push out,
moment.
help force them
Pushing
into
back
C
over
site.
towards A. They're at least going to prowler it.
Right in alongside that toxic screen. Starting to get brought back around, but looks like Blaze King gonna go ahead and investigate outside of B a little bit more. Stacks and Bane are set up, but just 2 sheriffs in their hands.
Does this guy
Russ, the check.
shoot it
huge.
with the Bucky or
Definitely
pistol?
helping from the Bucky. But
It missed him.
dodges it.
How did it miss him?
Absolutely dodges it now. Sheriff shots.
There's no
Playing
way
to
it
find the
missed
lineup
him.
there for the second one.
How?
Colby, Russ taking
Did he-
him down.
did he
Bane
time it in
trying
the
to damage,
smoke or
can't
something?
quite find it, but showstopper out. Lightning Fast gonna be taken down. Mako finds Benkai in this round. Is completely out
I
of
gotta
Global's
see the
control.
replay. I have no idea how
Buzz
he
now
gets
has
this
the
kill.
operator in his hands. They know that
Maybe
Blaze
the
King
wall
is in
went
deep.
up and that wrecked it. And then he had a time to
Now,
sidestep it
trying
with
to
the
group up
wall.
for the two members here. The
Either the
Op,
wall or
meanwhile,
the
on
smoke.
Rumble, just
Something
gonna
went
make
wrong.
sure that he finds the other potential exits. Now Blaze King
Oh, this one fell apart
should
fast.
have an opportunity to get the plant down on A.
But the rest of the players, Foxy and Mako, they could just go ahead and divert, grab
10 seconds left.
these weapons for themselves outside of B main.
Spike planted.
Sacraville,
Mako
thank
will
you for
just
saying
stick
thank you
with
to him
the
as well, bro.
Foxy now though,
You
Vandal
like that
in
here?
his hands. Just around the corner is Buzz. That op at the ready. Blaze King inching closer towards him. Corner and Buzz. Stoic.
I mean,
holds
yeah,
it,
it's a
gets
solid
himself a
reply
third
back.
kill here
Dude, I
in the
really
round.
hope in this replay we get the Bucky kill.
DRX.
I'd love to know what happened with the
Go
Prowler.
ahead and wrest control away from Global once more.
I mean, a lot of things kind
Dodged
of went
it somehow.
poorly here, but it's got to be.
Oh, hey, replay
I
guy,
wanna see
give me
a
an
moment
extra
before
second
but I
on that.
imagine it's the one-way that messes up the Prowler just a bit. Buzz probably dancing back and forth in
The
between.
wall was
it.
up there
Prowler
though,
goes
right?
by
So it
him.
was the wall.
The surprise Bucky gets the value, immediately upgraded, and of course leads to Showstopper.
Out of the toxic screen, whichever one.
Sure.
Just dancing around that, just having the timing perfect to avoid that Prowler.
A last chance to get this to 4 or a
rifles.
potential another
Gee, one
9-3
more.
star.
Try to continue, try to bring back the pistol
He's
wins
got an
here.
armory of guns.
Bit of a backup there for Buzz to help hold the long sight lines.
Oh, Buzz decides to go for the op in the end. He scoops that up and Mako. Quick shot, quick early start here. It's gonna be Polby taken down. TP in spot, it has to be canceled. And what do? Wilson scrambling back over towards A, where they just haven't been able to establish.
Going
much
back to A
control
just as
across
they
this
managed
map
to
so
set up
far.
well here.
Bane again in a very
In
forward
front of
position.
the, they're both in
Spotted
front of the
Buzz
wall.
there to back him up. Toxic screen gets raised for Buzz.
This
He's
is
out
the
in front of
Prowler
this
though,
one.
right?
He'll be able to catch them early. Nearly
So
finds
Bane's
himself a
there.
corner.
Oh,
TP across. They're not ready for Bane. Paranoia now sent Prowler in. Benkai gets taken down, and it's all on Russ. Knocked down to 83. Stacks scoops up the op, and he puts it to good use. 9-3 at the half once more.
Bane just plays at such a high tempo on this Omen, on Lotus especially.
You guys are getting so much better
I don't
than
think
this.
that's a lot of people.
See, this is a daring TP. That's how you. That's how you do it.
Is honestly one of the core reasons why GE just could not.
You guys are working it out.
control from the grasps of DRX.
I saw a couple of dots as
See
well.
if it's
in that
different on the
one wax.
defender side, but it's a little easier, sure, because you can throw the initial.
Yeah, then you combine them, the
stop
daring
choke point,
dot.
and at
There we
least
go.
be the
You
one
really
who's
nailed
holding
it.
You gotta imagine DRX won't let them get off that easy.
Certainly not. I mean, nothing about this has been easy so far here for the side of Global. Another 9-3 half for this squad. We saw the rally
Some
back
of them, yeah,
got
some people are
themselves
working
up
out.
to
There's
8
other
on
people,
Ascent,
not so much.
do
Haven't
it
got it
here.
yet, but
on Lotus as well. And work cut out for them right now here in the coaching booth.
Stills casting this
You
round.
see Spin
Still casting out.
racking his brain
Most of the
here,
games would have been savage.
trying to make sure that all of their eggs are in order for GE. You had to have expected this draft for sure. Just given how they looked against Team Secret, right? You came in.
Why is it in
with a
sub
better
mode, bro? The
composition.
mods. You gotta remember the mods
You're
like
aware that
watching
you
the
might
game.
have to play
Like
it,
the reason that
but
most of the
surely
mods
this
got
was the scoreline you
like got the
expected
mods
at the app.
bot is because they were here all the time watching games. As soon as people are flaming, they don't
DRX
get to
fans
watch the
leading
game.
chant once again.
It's like me, right?
Buzz up
But
to
instead of
14.
me, this is
they can't hit that 20
mini
mark.
map chat.
The analyst
Sometimes
does
they
this
get to
minigame or
enjoy the
not.
game, but majority of the time,
It's really a
you
matter
go
of
look over
how
here.
fast
And
do they
when
get to
this is
13 at
going
this
wild,
point.
they can't look
4
here and
rounds
enjoy
away
themselves.
from it.
They just want to
And
watch the
GE,
games.
If they can start to climb back, if they can maybe even overtake them. In fact, Buzz might get the 20 kills, but maybe lose them out.
In a loss, yeah. Definitely. That would certainly lead to angry Buzz. It's Polby
Too much, vlog.
back across. Paint shells
Okay, in
out.
terms of the
Buzz
pistols,
on his heel,
2-1,
sends the
1-0
nade
for
in.
this map,
Players
obviously.
players being spotted
And
there. Swinging, but Russ managed to push
4
out,
people
finds
here
him,
for the flood is gonna be
solid trade
madness.
back. Out of bullets, so is Moxie 9 gets up on top.
20
Blaze King,
HP
taking
is
him
a
down after
doable one, especially with the
moves out of
frenzy
their
and the low
IGL.
HP close.
Suddenly,
Oh.
it is just Benkai.
Oh.
He's just sat here within the nano.
Okay, double
Moxie
pistol,
to be able
2-2,
to
but
clean
in
up
terms
three
of
in
the,
the
that's a
pistol.
2. In terms of the
2-2.
pistols,
Across the
2-0
series in
on
that
this map.
regard, as DRX now moved to double digits.
This is one of those score lines where it's rough, but you're on the defense. You just got to let it go to 11. Surely you just stick with the eco here. Then you throw everything you got on the buy round. And I want to give props.
Nice!
Holy!
Oh.
Nice.
And
Yeah, Buzz has got something to do
yeah,
today.
damn, dude. He's real pumped for it. Wants to end this one fast.
Explosive hype, and then Bane just not being there for
Yeah.
the fist bump. Oh, the irony.
Okay, they go close over towards A with 2. Omen.
Quite a bit of damage there on the exit.
It's unlucky. It's a nice try. Again, he can take risks on this one, and he really
Play
went for a
around that
risk.
Viper wall. And he just gets flushed out, spotted, killed off.
Now, what I was going to say before Buzz rudely interrupted me was that I actually did want to give the credit to Buzz on that entry, right? He doesn't chase for the kill. He makes sure he spams out Heaven so they can't get a peek either. So he makes sure that they hold control of the site. Sure,
50,000 points for the sub message, for the sub only message is nice. That's a mad respect for that.
Spotting him, but it's away. Polvi now trying
There's
to
a
hold
world
the
we could
line.
make that cheaper and
Solid headshots.
rely more
Cross
on
the
sub
bait as
mode
well,
for when it
knocks
gets
him down to
crazy.
47, but kill cannot be found. Maybe door broken.
Jody, thank you so much for the Prime, man. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Thanks for the support.
It's on Benkai and Russ to see if they can deal some additional damage. Sheriff in the hands here of this fade. Benkai just with a classic.
Yeah, sure, Benkai gets around, but he's not going to be able to do too much. And Mako's position right now, wrapping all the way around, knowing he has
It actually does, Saint. You're not wrong.
the round.
Playing it quietly, playing it patiently. You can tell they suspect that there's going to be someone there. But maybe not necessarily here in stairs. Russ watching for it, though. Never mind. Does have the read, and now that he grabs that Vandal, could just opt to save this one and send
The
Benkai
win.
into the spike.
Yeah, trying to see if they
Lino
go for the
Sakura
exits.
as well with
Russ
the
actually
Prime.
just
Welcome
wants
into the
the
Slug
kills,
Club.
it looks
Thanks so
like.
much for that, dude.
See if he's ready for him. As Benkai will just get engulfed by the explosion. Foxy will take that Vandal away from him. Now recovered by Stacks. 11-3. No force up, like you said.
Svedo as well. Svedo Power with the Prime. Thank you so much. Quixu with the Prime.
Has to be everything.
No,
We have to go on
Quixu
a
with the
streak
tier
here.
1.
Ooh,
Thank you.
A little bit unbeknownst. Right under the rock.
Dude, this is what happens with sub mode. It's crazy. This is every day.
See if they can go for that streak.
Thank you so much, U4. Appreciate the Primes.
All right,
Don't tell
everybody
FNS
matching
about
up to
this. He'll,
rivals.
dude, if he's spamming ads mid-game,
Meanwhile,
this
the
guy will
Odin
have
comes
sub
online
mode
as well for
non-stop.
Benkai. But GE, I mean, they're taking mountain control with the one-way, but absolute free control of Rubble. The Odin pushes him back.
Bane lucky to get away with his life there. 23 health remaining on the Omen. Haunt out, not going to be spotting much of anything.
Yeah, just a bit of a delay there after the Odin to see if they've hidden in any of the corners that you could help spam a little bit further. So just holding them off on Rubble, you've got mountain control. There's the gunshots in B main.
Yeah, they got to push back C though, right? Or do they?
The thing about this mountain control from GE, right? You're not entirely that safe. If you want to go for a pinch under the door, you still have to worry about the entrance from C main, and vice
Push
versa.
into B, they wait for the door to
So go for
open,
it, and
and
this
the
is Foxy Knight's
Killjoy
cue.
swings.
And it is. Nade out. Mako swinging. Just lets the nade bounce right off of him.
Weird
He's
rounds.
managed to find Polvi, but
Weird rounds, because now the Killjoy has to open door.
Now equalizes. Bane is able to find Blaze King with that low HP.
Wins the duel.
Fast trying to
All
take down
HP.
Foxy 9.
Look at some of these
Cannot get
HPs
that
for the
limb.
duels.
Spike dropped here outside of B.
30 seconds left.
They're just setting the poison orb to try to grab this for themselves, but Cease goes in. But a further delay found. Prowler on the chase. Mako makes his way across.
And that's a free sight over towards here. The issue
Now
is,
hanging back,
the
rotation.
Odin's going to get
Benkai trying
here,
himself into
and
position to
where do they
intercept these
plant?
players, working their way over
Because
onto
the
C.
pings are coming in.
The potential for the wall
They
bang.
go in the middle.
There's a spam.
Yeah,
Mako gets
nicely
taken
done on
down.
this. And this one on the
Very
left.
little time remaining. The spray just a hair.
There we
Oh,
go,
he
yep.
is found, and that will be the
Very,
round.
very nicely done.
Taken here by Global.
Solid
Benkai
ping. Shout out to the pings. Shout out to
well
the
aware
map design. Shout out to the
limitations
Odin.
of their HP bars, and he
That's a good way of doing it.
uses that Odin to absolute perfection.
And I mean, especially also now that you get to keep it. That's the big thing. That alone helps you control whether it's Rubble, or whether it's the C site from inside. A lot of control now from one person.
Caesar,
Anchor
you're gonna
truly
be-
coming
you're gonna be
alive here
safe.
for the defensive team.
Gonna be fun.
Global Esports. For now, it's still going to be the A setup, so they still want to pressure C a little bit aggressively with the one-way.
Quickly on the haunt. No reveals found. We'll stack now, drifted away from, just going to be leaving Bane.
Yeah, G at the moment, just heavy priority on aggro over towards C, forces them into A, where we got
Everybody just going to get
Killjoy
up
setup,
towards this A
bit of a
site.
classic.
See if they can try and displace Benkai.
Odin usage is at least a good sign because this is basically a Send version 2.
Joining him over on this side of the map. Russ not too far off either.
Overall, the hold so far on A, the positions are good, and you still have C mound control, so GE should feel comfy. Right, the alarm bot's still alive, the nanoswarms are still alive as well. The problem is
yeah, and they have no one over
yeah,
towards B, which means
nanoswarm
they're
close
forcing
to
into
tree,
A.
That one may not actually find the value if Benkai gets swarmed upon. The reload, can't stick that.
Plenty of bullets to work with here for the moment. As Buzz just jumping. Quick little hop right in front of Blaze King.
Okay, well, they forced a lot easier than I thought they might. And you would imagine that's a kill.
Mako lurking forward,
Yeah, lovely
lightning fast,
Alfango.
not ready for it. Russ is able to go ahead and trade that one back. An advantage here for the side of DRX on this post-plant setup.
I'll find you.
Try to see if he can get any tags. Won't be happening. Only one, so sure, you expect that. Now they're suspecting the crossfire as well. Polvi.
Okay. Good swing in, but Russ takes an immense amount of damage, now down to 11.
No util.
Not true for the swing, maybe?
Awesome, but this puts that much more pressure here on the Polvi. He swings in, but now
Nice
he's going to take it down, and now there's a paint shell available as well. Lobs it in right on top of the spike, and there's just no time left. And Russ can't really get himself out of this situation either. Fully committed, down on
8
side of the
chances
site.
for this
Stacks will
one.
get the final kill, avoids the spike eruption.
Match point.
That is now match point in the hands of DRX.
Just, again, one of those maps where it's a result of a really rough first half. GE not even being given much of a chance to try to catch on to things. I mean, it's not over till it's over in VCT, but right now it's looking rough.
What is with these delayed screams?
These guys,
He
man.
was just
Building that one up.
charging up, yeah.
Yeah, he was just charging
Keep
up.
that thing.
Oh, man. That's funny.
You got to charge up for the scream rather than scream the charge up.
Yeah, there you go. The smile is wiped away from the faces of GE. It's unfortunate because you think back to that ascent, they started off so strong. They started off with so many good ideas, even in the rounds they lost. But then they come to Lotus after trying to catch up on the map 1. This time, couldn't even find the ideas. Quite frankly, felt like they couldn't even find the pages to start writing. DRX just keeps shutting it down.
They do. And I think just given what we've seen from Global across these last 2 series, with the now necessity that they feel of banning Bind, it just works them into such a tight corner.
Sure. Let's see how let's see how low this 8 gets.
RRQ last year, where they were really going
I
for
can't
Lotus.
see it getting
Those
too
first couple
low.
times
They have
played it,
Fatal
did
at
not work
least.
out. Then they were
One
forced
away
to
from a
ban it the
Razor.
whole-
I mean, they're close to a
basically
lot of
the rest
ults.
season,
Yep.
until they had
So would
reworked it,
DRX.
and it really limited what they could do with the map pool.
Now, hopefully
Same
we don't
C
see
control.
that extend all the way
I
through.
goes
Granted,
in,
each stage
does
is
spot 2,
relatively
3.
short.
Okay, well, not cleared, but damage also not found there on that spray. Play back behind Architecture, keep himself protected from these wall bang attempts. It's going to be all 100 bullets expended. Reload now coming through. Nightfall going to be committed here. Answering one does come out. Gets the catch on to 3 players on the side of DRX. There's it was for now. Just tank talks Blaze King in the corner. Finds
he gets
Mako,
out.
trying to look forward. Gets that kill. Upgrades the weapon. Bulldog now in his hands. Russ as well. Catching Foxy9, swinging out onto the site.
A huge flood, and they still have control of a link right by Baby Door. So if there is a fast rotate, they'll know about it. If there's a slow rotate, they'll have the numbers advantage. So GE should be content as long as they don't get antsy. Could be a start to a bit of a
Yeah,
comeback.
they got them locked in.
Obviously,
This
it's a
door
long
is
way
getting
to go,
opened
so
every single
can't fathom that
second.
would go all the way.
It looks like it's on
Next time with
Polvi.
this one, just keeping that door
30
rotating
seconds
constantly.
left.
Somebody hearing that noise in my sleep.
Yeah, it's non-stop.
Honestly, I should make that my alarm. Probably effective.
Oh well.
No,
okay.
they don't win this one
Break
though,
through
right?
the door, and Polvi just going to be absolutely decimated there.
I mean, that opens up a bit of a chance. If Buzz
One extra
Sure,
kill
only
for
9
Bars
HP,
would be
but
all.
if he's able to get a kill here, that really limits the retake.
I mean, he's dead.
Buzz trying to swing out, not much HP to try to work with. This is now all on his stacks. And,
You're done from Russ. Okay, we're going to count this one down.
where I was like, oh god, he's going to mow them all
7
down.
chances for DRX
Gets the
to
one.
close it.
Global will hold on by a thread as they pick up their 5th round victory here in round 17. So more yet to be played. 3 players still alive. A couple ults on the way.
What the?
How long they're going to be able to stretch this, but nice little lurk from Blaze Kings, what really started this off.
Yeah, they seem to have really good understandings of how to hold these angles around smokes. Saw that on Ascent as well. The G fans aren't done yet. Haven't given up hope just
they're
yet,
believing.
but of course. And we'll have to see how much further they can go. It's a long haul up. The econ is good enough. Showstopper
Force
available.
him down to an
For
eco.
that outlaw.
Jump across. Oh, Palmy just swings right into it. I guess maybe not registering what weapon he had in his hand. Either way.
Smoke to
doesn't trade it
counter
back
the one
swiftly
way.
as Lightning Fast
Lightning
wants it
Fast
to be
good. I mean, I'm
very
glad this
forward,
guy's showing
aggressive
some
position.
confidence, though. This is
Stacks rotating back.
at least like
No
there's a
prowlers
gun
to
down.
use.
I would prefer him
This
to
is
get the
gonna go
gun out of
scouted
there,
either way.
but
So Lightning Fast will be
at
able
least
to
seeing
go
the
ahead.
confidence at
Back over
12-5
towards
is not
C.
bad.
Yeah, that was so risky because there's no further backup. So if he dies there, then it's an
Oh.
extra rifle on the way.
Well, that's him at 10
Well,
HP
it's
now.
going to be less confident with 10 HP.
And that should be enough encouragement, I think. For
Pretty sure the
DRX
gun's still
to be
down as
pushing
well.
Towards C site, especially if they get the read that he's going to be the only player here trying to defend this. Russ now joins in. Let's have a seize to try to slow things up, but
Lockdown online though with that orb.
Yeah, they picked up
available
the gun.
could come into
You
play,
should run.
and it will.
Killjoy goes in on the eco.
Invested, and a swarm cleared.
Well, they know it's 4v4 and they hit one.
Tucked over to the side, but has to take the shot. Oh, a blind fishing shot from Stacks.
Hey,
Finishes the job.
another gun
So
to pick up.
quick on that.
I mean, that shot is
from
outrageous.
The shadows was the plan. I actually liked it from Lightning Fast.
The
Oh,
ball
Russ
plant.
With a nice angle, does delay, finds Mako. Now Benkai
Here we
gets
go
in
again.
a position where he can once
Felt like we
again
saw this earlier.
utilize this Odin. Bind thrown in, Bane, TP back across. Self to safety. All from Stacks, needing to deliver. Bane needing to find some headshots. They're both so very low. There's a swing in, and Russ this time will be able to win it out. Bane trying to get an angle,
Okay.
thinking maybe Benkai was going to interrupt that spray.
Down to 6.
He does not. He continues to hold M1.
They at
once
one
again
point
with
call
3
their
players
timeout?
left alive. Global clean up another round victory.
They're staying in it. Lockdown comes online for Benkai as
DFM
well,
will
so
win champions.
couple more
Nice name, mate.
options.
Thank you for the tier
10
1.
for Blaze King. But again, Lotus is one of those maps where an early
Fan, your
hit
first
doesn't
chat
always feel
is,
so
do you
great.
think DFM will win champions?
Wait and see what the
I'm
call
gonna
is.
go with no, man. But
Just the
hope
light
for your
spotted
sake,
before the smoke
hope for
bloom.
your sake we see
More than
it.
enough to be able to find Stacks with that low health bar. 4v3 in ult count. Showstopper still available from Buzz. Still 3 away from hitting 20.
They are mine.
Once again, same default for GE. Fight for mound control.
There are
A little bit of extra support with the Killjoy util to block off main.
Oh, Buzz taken down.
I mean, this is the big buy rounds.
No
This is
clear
gonna be
on
one of
the
their things where the other half that they have to be behind on actually
a
looks
bit
alright.
reminiscent of DRX versus Secret, where they're just not clearing those recon arrows. The haunt goes ignored, and well, Plus gets picked off first and foremost. So another solid beginning to the round here for the side of Global. As
I'll see
bounces
you
the
in
wall.
Seoul.
Bane just getting tagged up a bit.
I like it.
So all the Uto still
Pivot over
alive despite
towards
all the
B.
spray.
About to
Sure,
happen.
baby door being broken, but you've already given up
Lightning
beam control.
fast
You
with
still have
Omen
C
flash
mount.
still.
You basically have a way back in through, 3, if not
Oh.
4. Oh,
There's the
Foxy.
Omen flash.
Breaks things open a bit here for them. Spike now ushered forward. Getting planted by Stacks. Lockdown invested. Just through. Hit now, drop.
Everything
Ovi
used
on
into
the
it. They
flank,
kind of lock
shows
him in
up
with
at
this
the
though.
ready. Taps the door, looks to jump the corner,
Oh,
sends it in too
boy.
deep. They get hounded down.
Yeah, kind of went for the headshot.
Oh, it went cruising right past Stacks and Foxy9. Snake bite to try to hold them at bay. Sees.
These
out,
are the moments
for
that
the
we
grab.
enjoy having
Not
sub
found.
chat.
But Foxy now on the lurk. spotted, immediately dealt with as Russ finds the kill. Pit invested. There on the Prowler. They look for the hold here.
Bane
On this defuse, but the cleanup is there. The Pit now dropped. It is all on Russ. Time is ticking. He just hasn't have it anymore.
Okay, nicely done for DRX. 13-6. They won double pistol, but still very dominant in Byron.
Close out the series with a win on Lotus.